I believe. Oh, well, there we are.
Hey, make sure we got sound this week.
Oh, yeah, that's right. No, I did check this week. We did like 20 minutes of a show last week, and the fucking mics weren't on, apparently. Yeah, TJ had to let us know on that one.
Solid. Thank you, TJ, for your hard work as always.
What's going on, everybody? Let me just get these rolling over here. Tonight, let me start the movie as well. Tonight, we were watching No Escape. The 90s sort of sci-fi, like it's sci-fi and then it's set in 2022.
Yeah.
And there's sci-fi at the start.
Yeah. There's like this like the desert like monorail train.
Very Judge Dredd at the start.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was very like Free Jack.
Yeah.
You know, they were both filmed in Australia, so they both had that vibe, you know.
If they filmed Absalom or whatever. Absalom. There you go.
Yeah.
If they filmed that, it would just be a George Carlin joke.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The thing about all the prisoners.
All prisoners just, yeah.
Yeah.
It would literally, and then just bring up the wall like for an hour or whatever. It's literally just a George Carlin joke.
Yeah, you know, I watched this on our illegal Canadian Netflix.
Oh, yeah,
and it's called Escape from Absalom.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
And in other countries, it's called Escape from or Absalom 2022.
All right.
Things I looked up today.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They have a different name in every country.
I really enjoyed that this set piece where he murders his commanding officer.
Oh, yeah.
And
And you're right. He does it too. Because of Benghazi.
that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
It comes in Benghazi, Libya in 2011.
It all comes back to Benghazi.
It's everything. See? So, you know, maybe he was right.
Yeah.
Goddamn emails.
Guys, butter emails.
Yeah.
I love the stick of butter with the word emails on it.
I do like this little shot though in the intro. It reminds me of like a Twilight Zone episode.
I was thinking
I like it.
I know what it reminds me of, like an intro to like Batman the animated series.
Okay.
Where there's like a still image and then like you see like the title. It's almost like a 40s movie.
Yeah.
This is a lot. It had a lot more like meat on its bones than I was remembering, because I've watched this a bunch of times and I was just thinking it was kind of like a B action movie, but it was like a pretty good like prison movie.
Yeah,
you know?
like this is the first time I've ever seen it all the way through.
Oh, okay.
Like I've seen bits and pieces because it was always on Sci-Fi for a while.
Oh, okay.
I really dug this movie. I can't believe I didn't watch this in the 90s. As much as we like this is also just weird. He just shoots the guy. Like, did they ever explain why?
Yes.
Yeah, because he made him kill. He has the backstory of.
It's like the
Running Man.
That's what I was gonna say. This also is the Running Man.
Yeah.
If they were televising this, it's just the Running Man again.
It's Ben Richard. It's Ben Richards. It's the massacre of what is his name? I forgot his nickname in the Butcher of Bakersfield.
That's
yes.
Yes, like this is sci-fi.
Yeah.
The prison's kind of sci-fi.
Yeah,
Oh, totally. I didn't even remember the whole prison stuff.
I just remember the island.
Yeah.
I haven't watched this in forever.
The island, the one set looks exactly like the fucking set from the original King Kong movie.
Yeah.
Like the giant wall where they keep Kong out.
Very well could be.
Yeah.
I mean, Stuart Wilson as the villain, he's fucking awesome.
Oh,
I didn't realize how many movies that dude was in. I didn't realize till today that he's Jack Travis.
Yeah.
In Lethal Weapon 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, is that fucking Jack Travis? I was watching it today.
And that dude's British.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen him in a movie where he's got a British accent.
I didn't know he was British.
Yeah.
Wow.
His name's Stuart. I mean, all British guys have to be named Stuart.
Stuart
Lance
with a U and
Henriksen.
everything too.
The one thing. Oh, I love Don Henderson from Star Wars. He's the guy who makes the hooch.
Oh, okay, yeah,
He's
yeah.
the guy that insults Vader's ancient religion
Yes,
at the
yes.
board meeting.
He was the bad guy in The Mask of Zorro too, which was also a fucking awesome
Stuart
movie.
Wilson. Another Martin Campbell movie.
Hot
Yes.
Fuzz.
Hot
Yeah.
Fuzz. Yeah, I didn't realize he was in
Wait,
that.
hold on. In Hot Fuzz, does he have an American accent?
I think.
It would be hilarious if he does, because it's a British movie.
Yeah, he wears a Rex Harrison hat in that one.
It's been a long time, so I just don't know.
Yeah.
He was in Grindhouse in the Don't sequence. Don't.
Are we looking at Stuart Wilson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The caress of a butterfly.
I have a theory that the whole reason why Keanu Reeves in Speed was named Jack Traven was because in Lethal Weapon 3 the bad guy was Jack Travis and they didn't repeat the same name, so they made up a stupid fake name like Traven.
Traven.
Like, that name always bothered me in Speed, right? Like,
Yeah.
his name should be Jack Travis, right? Every 90s and 80s
I
cop
never
is named
realized-
Jack anyway.
His name is
You know?
Travin in that
It's
movie.
Traven. Like, what a fakey sounding name, right?
Doesn't even.
It's not a name.
It's not a name,
Yeah.
right? And I bet you it was written as Travis. And then they saw it. They were like, no. That was Lethal Weapon 3. It was like a year ago.
Yeah.
His name is Jack Travis in that. And they said, oh, shit. And they just did like a replace Travis with Travis.
Control F.
Yeah.
Find and replace. They did a Dinotopia TV miniseries.
Apparently.
I
yeah.
liked those books, when I was a child.
2002.
Huh.
I love this guy, Michael Lerner. He looks exactly like a boss that I had when I was in my teens.
Yeah, Michael Lerner is like the wormy, like
What do I know him from? Like,
he's like the wormy,
He's in
corrupt,
Barton Fink.
shifty guy.
He's in a lot of Coen's movies.
okay.
Yeah, we'll pull him up here. In a
Yeah,
second.
yeah.
He's the boss in Barton Fink. I don't know if you're a Barton Fink fan, but he's like, it's a wrestling picture. And,
Yeah.
I think he wears this exact same suit.
I want to say he's in the.
That's how
Omen.
important that role was, by the way. That's literally his fucking shot. Is the shot
yeah.
from Star Wars?
Yeah.
Don Henderson.
I want to say he is in like the Omen 4, maybe.
Oh wow.
I just remember he gets killed by getting hit with a wrecking ball.
He's an interesting actor because he shares a name with another actor, but who is a woman. Michael Lerner was the mom on the Waltons.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's the more you know.
Oh, yeah.
He's the
Barton-
mayor in Godzilla. He's in Harlem Nights.
Oh, Harlem Nights is awful.
Oh, the 98 Godzilla. That's. Oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the
Ooh.
not good Godzilla.
What?
Frankenstein's Monster Frankenstein
What is that?
TV movie from 2019.
Ooh.
Good God.
Comedy Bang Bang.
Yeah, an episode of that.
That's
It
cool.
was in Days of Future Past.
It was probably a slimy senator.
Probably, yeah, Senator.
I know it says senator. That's what I'm just assuming slimy.
Two dead, two kill. That I'm gonna call it DMX movie. It's gotta
Oh
be.
yeah.
No.
It's a picture of him right there, though, and it looks like he's doing the scene from Boogie Nights where he's Alfred Molina. If you just like don't let the one in the middle play.
Yeah.
He's in a bathrobe throwing firecrackers at an Asian boy.
Talking about how he loves Night Ranger or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, I keep forgetting to not clear my throat into the mic. Let's see. Back to Michael Lerner, Matumbo Goldberg.
Wax on.
Oh,
fuck
he's
off.
in Atlas Shrugged.
Oh wow. Never
Mm.
watched that.
Yeah, I won't be.
Wax on, fuck off. Did somebody say that already?
Yeah, I just did that.
Okay, all right. I thought I heard it, but I was like, if it didn't, I need to make
I
sure.
gotta get on my game. I went right over that.
Dirty, sexy money.
He was an Entourage, the Steven Dorff of TV shows.
Oh,
And Kevin Dillon is in that, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
And he is the one weak point of this movie.
I call this wet dreams.
Oh my god.
How do you make that worse? It makes me think of Newark.
Oh, I know, I
Yeah.
know.
When he said that, by the way, when I was watching this today with my wife, I was like, he's better off here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Newark in 2022? I'd rather be on the prison island.
This is where I go to think. Anybody who says that line in a movie deserves to be slapped.
Yeah.
This guy cracks me up because he looks like Jim Carrey doing an impression of someone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He looks like Jim Carrey doing an impression of Ray Liotta.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my
Like,
god.
tell me, like,
I'm gonna say he looks like Jim Carrey doing an impression of the neighbor from Three's Company.
I don't remember what the neighbor looks like.
He's got a perm. He's like the swinging guy.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he's the guy that can do all the things that Jack Tripper wants to do, but he can't because he's pretending to be gay.
Yeah.
Call me nuts though, but that guy knows about them being recorded and watched this whole time,
Right.
and he's not wrong. And he snuck food for his new neighbor, knowing that there was a risk there.
Yeah.
I want to know more about him than I do about Ray Liotta. Is that weird? Like, what happens to him after this?
Doesn't he die in the next scene though?
Yeah.
Does he die?
Yeah. They
Does he get his guts pumped or something?
no, they make Ray Liotta shock him, I think.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know if
Ray
he
Liotta
dies.
refuses.
To kill him, but then the guy shoots him, right?
Oh, okay.
No,
Okay.
he threatens to shoot him, and then Ray Liotta takes the gun, and
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
he doesn't actually die in this scene. We're about to see it. He doesn't die.
Yeah, this is where Ray Liotta escapes.
They're in the surgery theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna drop a junior mint into him.
I don't get that reference.
From Seinfeld.
Okay.
Jim Carrey is James Dean. Jim Carrey is Zach Galligan from Gremlins.
Oh man.
Also, how is that lashes? You're tasing him.
They're
Yeah, that
future
confused me.
lashes.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
You're
Yeah.
not lashing.
He's got a Brookstone grill fork,
Yeah.
and it's electrical.
Attached to a taser.
He's gonna, he
That's
needs
not
to,
even that sci-fi.
He's gonna lash him to 110 degrees.
Yeah.
If it was actually a whip that also tasered, that would be more sci-fi than this.
Yeah.
I would think they would all be getting electrocuted when he's getting shocked anyway, because he's on a metal, like he's strapped to a metal thing, and they're all walking on the metal floor.
Yeah.
It is straight up a barbecue fork.
Yep. From Brookstone too.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like a $75 grill fork.
oh my god.
Yeah,
These
my
knockoff
my
stormtroopers.
boss Joe Gomez from Cuba looked exactly like that. He was a real piece of shit. too.
Michael Lerner.
Yeah, exactly like Michael Lerner. He had the glasses. He was short and round like that. He's one of those guys that like all his kids moved to other states. Like,
Yeah.
that's how you knew. Like, I mean, I knew he was a piece of shit because of the way he acted towards me. But when you see somebody whose kids all move out of state, different states,
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
that's a sign.
I don't talk to my kids right now, but
Yeah.
See, he takes the gun.
He's got the laser tag gun.
Oh, they're not knockoff stormtroopers. They're knockoff dark helmets.
Battlestar Galactica, the guys.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
probably that. It looks like dark helmet to me, but
Look like human bullets.
now does he kill him? Did I get this wrong? No,
Yeah,
see,
they just
he
cut
survives.
away.
What happens to him?
He goes on as a successful impressionist comedian.
Yeah.
He
You should see him do Michael Landon smiling. It's hilarious.
oh my God! Doing Michael Landon smiling is one of the greatest things ever. These are unused shots from Jurassic Park.
Are they really?
Yeah,
I believe that.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't have to do any research to believe that.
yeah. I saw it on IMDb.
I
Yeah.
100% believe it. Yeah.
Like this, literally, even this, right?
I don't know about this one because I don't remember them coming in a Soviet copter, but
Well, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I don't think they had the technology to swap out the copter at the time. Maybe they
but the,
did.
the shots of them approaching the island there,
Yeah.
you know. But we'd have to go back to Jurassic Park and look at what the helicopter in that looked like, you know.
I remember it being white, I think.
Yeah.
No, it was
I'm pretty sure it was white.
no, it was military colored. It was
Fence.
Yeah.
olive drab or whatever.
And he is like kind of this. It looks like the set of Jurassic Park, almost the
with all
control
those
room.
big back
be honest.
computers.
Yeah.
You know, this movie really like was in an interesting place where it was made too, because like this is like just a couple years after Goodfellas, right? So Ray Liotta was like a big star at the time, right?
Known
He got
commodity.
nominated for Academy Award for that, right?
Yeah.
And then this is the year before Goldeneye, which Martin Campbell directed.
That's yeah.
So like this movie probably got him that job, you know?
Yeah.
And this has got great action sequences in it, you know?
I don't know. The following year, do you think maybe he would have been on board before that? That's a short.
Well, maybe he was already hired for it, but
Yeah.
either way, he made this before that one.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
Maybe just getting hired for this got him hired for that.
Yeah. Because the part where they trick all the bad guys is showing up into the thing at the end, and then he shoots them with the future rocket launcher thing. That's pretty badass. But that's another one where we were just joking about Expendables 4. There's never any bodies. Right after that, you see guys running into the forest, retreating, and when the smoke clears, no bodies.
Yeah.
But you just killed like 100 dudes, you know?
They never really explain the rat thing. He comes up in conversation with.
He doesn't like them later on.
Yeah. He's just as afraid of them as the other guys of sharks.
Yeah.
Those are
And that's
very
it.
specific fears. Yeah.
Well, the sharks made sense because they're talking about swimming to the mainland.
Yeah.
What the fuck the rats have to do with anything?
I didn't understand why they were so concentrated in that one area where he fell. You know, like why were there 600 rats in that one spot of jungle?
Yeah,
where Ray Liotta had fallen, right? Like, did he have like a sandwich in his pocket? Or
Well,
something?
maybe they dropped people there before who didn't survive the fall, and the rats would know.
Okay.
Oh, there's a
that makes
Pavlovian like
Yeah,
helicopter
sense.
noise thing.
Yeah.
I hear a thud. I go check it out.
So they wait there.
Oh,
for
TJ, what's up?
Some flesh.
Oh, he hydrated us.
Thank you, TJ.
Again, I was struck.
Total
Rob Zombie.
blackface. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a couple instances of blackface in this.
No, they're just wearing camouflage,
Yeah.
jungle camouflage.
Yeah.
No, I was joking, obviously.
Yeah,
Where do they get the stuff to make like the armor and stuff?
we get the one side dressed
Washes
like,
up.
but what?
Merrick's in a full-on Mad Max like
Yeah,
uniform.
yeah.
Like, yeah.
And they have like medieval chainmail at the other place,
Yeah.
and they're not crafting that.
Yeah. Kevin J. O'Connor, who I love, he's the guy who can get anything. He's the red.
Yeah.
In this prison. He explains it all just washes up, you know?
Yeah.
Chainmail, or like that was
Tiki
like
masks.
a
Yeah.
Mesopotamian battle helmet there. Like, what the fuck is going on?
And because it's the future, we don't know how much garbage is in the ocean at that point.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That's true.
It
There's
could be
already
just
a ton. You know?
harvesting stuff from the Great Plastic Patch or whatever.
Right,
yeah.
right.
I mean, did they send them cars, or are these just left over from the resort island?
Maybe this is actually Australia. You know, like
Yeah.
we were joking about it being filmed here, but you know, they are throwing all their criminals on an island.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know,
Maybe they just, why
did he-
break what's been tried and true?
Yeah. Did he get that tattoo before he got to the island, or was that on the island?
the face tattoo.
Yeah, the whole head
I think
tattoo.
he got it in prison, like Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
You know,
It's got to be before this island, though. Yeah.
There's a guy putting up big pens in the background, like for ink.
How many times can you make the threat with the rocket launcher before it's just kind of like an empty threat?
Yeah.
Because it
Oh,
seems
my
like his
ass,
go-to.
He is a fucking great villain in this movie. Man.
Yeah. He doesn't overact. You know, it's a subtle performance, but at the same time, he's funny.
Yeah, he does like
You
the
know?
quirky, funny thing without going overboard.
Right,
with it,
right,
yeah.
right.
Why, though? He's been here 7 years, and the average lifespan is like 6 months, they say.
Uh-huh.
Why did they resort to cannibalism?
Because there's not enough meat on the island.
But you don't need meat
Yeah, you do.
to survive 6 months. Only the most highest echelon need it, and they can get it from the rats.
That's
Or
just gonna
fishing.
be a whole lot easier than eating people.
And,
They're-
no prions
They're
disease.
criminals, though. These are fucking, like
Yeah.
pieces of shit who have no moral.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
so-
but you do get a degenerative brain disease from eating human meat.
Right.
They already have degenerative brain diseases to come on the island. you know?
Well, no, 6 out of 7them of them do.
I mean, look at this
98.
guy.
By an island having criminals that get sent there, it could be Staten Island.
Yeah.
That's another TJ. Thank you.
Yeah. No,
The,
the,
comments up here so we can see them.
98 of them are the insiders and are decent and form society. So I guess
Right,
that's
and they're not doing cannibalism.
right.
You know?
So I guess that's probably, if it was the worst of the worst criminals in the world, would I believe that 6 out of 7 would resort to cannibalism when left to their own devices?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what? Yeah.
If it's it's a Lord of the Flies type
We
situation,
get someone watching on YouTube too. All right.
you got a leader who dresses like the guy from Battlefield Earth. You know what the fuck else are you gonna do?
Yeah, he's even got
Yeah.
the dreadlocks and
Yeah.
everything. This is just John Travolta's leftover costume.
Oh. God, that movie's
It
terrible.
smells like massage oil.
Oh my God, when he just throws the thing at the guy and he kills him, that's so great.
Yeah.
It sort of breaks their whole like we're tough guys and we
Yeah.
don't beat around the bush.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
And I love how they fight in that pool from Police Academy 2 that's outside of Zed's fort.
Yeah. Why do they resort to cannibalism? Golden Corral's new slogan.
That's a Rip Tracks joke that they use all the
DJ's
time.
fucking killing it tonight, man. Thud.
And then the nut shot on top of it.
fucking gold.
In the Goonies when they're trying to cross the log.
It's very Last Crusade.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Also,
Bang.
those are also leftover Last Crusade rats, probably.
Yeah.
Everything in this movie was just from another movie.
That's how this got made. Yeah. It's plot lines too. That's why it looks so similar.
Yeah. I really think that, like, I probably have said this before, like the mid 90s, like the mid to like late 90s, I think is fucking one of the best times, like style wise and movie wise, for fucking like these mid-budget fucking action movies. Like yeah.
They would do something with
practical effects.
Yeah, there's no CGI in this movie. Like
they'd take a low budget and put out something that was fine. It was
Yeah.
fine. You can't get that today.
Like, you know what's one that got a ton of shit when it came out in the 90s, but when I watch it now, it is just a perfect 90s movie. Escape from LA.
I've seen it a lot lately. It's on
Yeah.
Pluto a lot.
That is just such a great 90s movie.
I've seen it more than Escape from New York.
Yeah.
I like it more than Escape from New
Yeah,
York.
I love Escape from New York, but Escape from LA is more exciting.
I've
Yes.
seen it. I've seen it also way more than Escape from New
Yeah.
York.
Like Escape from New York does have some like kind of slow moments.
Yeah.
You know, and it's still a great movie.
But look, like just the look of the movie itself. Like it's like looks like a Spielberg movie, you know?
Yeah. Like this is Hook Part 2.
Yeah, it's got that same like glow, like film quality.
Yeah, Rufio grew up and turned into
Oh my God, Turmeric.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's America.
Yeah.
Bang oh rang. This is I was watching this earlier. It's basically just fucking Lord of the Flies without the field trip.
Yeah.
And, you know, adults.
Instead of smashing his head, they just leave Piggy on the island at the end. Like,
But this is one of those movies where like it's an awesome action adventure movie, but it does actually have like it's one of those movies where you can look at it as a template for life. You know what I mean? Where like for real, it's like, you know what? He's on this island and there's two kinds of people. There's these shitty people over here who just want to fuck everything up for everybody else. And then there's people over here who are just trying to make things work and they're trying to get along with everybody. You know, but at the same time, it's not pretentious about it. It's just being like a fucking action adventure movie, you know? But not every movie you can do that, where you can just take the story and go, this applies to life.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, the movie Life.
Yeah. We talking about the Martin Lawrence, Eddie Murphy one?
Take your pick.
Whee!
This scene was actually supposed to be in Predator. No, I'm just...
Yeah. Or Hot Rod
Yeah.
when he goes down the mountain.
That spear gun was from Jaws.
It's my new headcanon is this is all just recycled.
Yeah.
I love his perfectly symmetrical cut on his leg that he got when he went down the mountain.
Which was from Romancing the Stone, actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know, even as a kid,
I liked that.
So did I.
I knew how awesome it must have been for him to fall down the mountain and have his face land between Kathleen Turner's legs.
yeah.
Like, I didn't even understand it at the time, but I was like,
Yeah,
This is
I do
good.
that. I'd be there.
This is cinema.
I like
This is cinema. I'll be watching lots of movies like this.
Yeah. I actually just watched like a good chunk of that like last week. It was on Pluto.
That's a great flick.
Yeah.
Great flick.
Fantastic movie.
I don't know why, but now I'm also thinking of Captain Ron.
Oh yeah.
I saw that in the
Fucking
theater. Holy shit.
solid
It's
movie.
at the Dollar Theater.
Oh, the fucking alligators at the end.
This is a great shot. Hold on, I just want to
yeah.
interrupt you because they show the action off Like you don't see the action, right? Comes
Yeah.
back, there's the guy. I
Yeah.
love that.
That's actually really cool.
That was in the
Yeah.
trailer of the thing coming down after him as he's running.
yeah.
That's actually from The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Or no, sorry, Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi.
Return
Yeah.
of the Jedi.
You can still see an Ewok impaled him.
Yeah.
I'm just my new headcanon is we have to keep making references to other movies. Props if it's the woods of the jungle.
Oh,
Yeah.
Here's the Predator part where he has to
Oh.
leap off the mountain, you know.
But he doesn't leap. He gets sedated.
Yeah.
I said to my wife, I said, why would they sedate him, not poison him to death? And then I immediately answered my own question. They're cannibals.
Yeah.
They want something that will be out of his system
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and poison the
Or
meat.
Give something, give him a little buzz.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Whatever. But
Yeah.
they didn't want to poison him with something that would kill him because they want to eat his meat.
See, I think Merrick loves it. I don't think he wants to kill him.
That's a good point. He
Yeah.
probably does. He's like inspired. Like
Yeah.
it's the son he never had sort of
He
thing.
finally has a challenge.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
is,
yeah.
like thunderstruck when he sees him
Yeah.
fucking stab the dude. Like,
Yeah. He's like, finally somebody on the island that is like my worthy adversary, you know?
Who's not just gonna like try and peacenik him, like
Yeah.
the father. Don't bother us.
Yeah.
We've got a commune.
Yeah.
Fucking
I'm
hippies.
dying.
It's crazy that Lance Henriksen played the soy boy in this one too, right?
He easily could have played Merrick in this.
Right? They
Yeah.
probably offered him Merrick, and he was like, I play Merrick every movie, you know?
I want to really dig into this.
Yeah,
one.
right?
Yeah.
And we've watched a lot of Lance Henriksen movies where he is essentially Merrick,
Yeah.
right?
Stone Cold, the first one he
Stone
did on the
Cold,
show.
yeah. But then we also watched the one where he was the good guy in the small town, and Lance Henriksen, William Forsythe was the head of the biker gang that comes into his town. Remember that?
What fucking movie was that?
Remember at the end, William Forsythe is riding on top of a tank with Karen Black, and he's like grabbing her titties and they're shooting the tank. It's really,
Yes!
it's such amazing trash.
What the fuck movie is that?
Pull up Lance Henriksen's page. I don't remember the name of it.
Oh,
It was like a mid-'80s masterpiece, like a masterpiece of trash, you know.
a trashterpiece.
It's the
Hey.
exact same plot as Stone Cold too. It all works as like a spiritual prequel to Stone Cold.
Fuck, this is gonna drive me crazy.
Yeah.
God damn it! No, I don't want to rate it right now.
Yeah, Kevin J. O'Connor's so great in this. That guy's such a great actor. He's in Lord of Illusions.
He's in The Mummy.
There Will Be
Yeah.
Blood. The
It's
Mummy.
right. He's in There Will Be Blood.
Yeah, he's fucking Daniel Plainview's fake brother.
Do the teeth always look like that?
No, yeah, I love those fake teeth they give him.
Okay, because
Right?
he's got that in this and as Benny in The Mummy, and
Yeah.
and then my brain can't separate it, so I'm
Yeah.
trying to picture him in all those other
Same
movies.
dentures from that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was in the 5 years out of this.
He's in another amazing 90s movie, The Color of Night. Remember that one? The
Yes.
Bruce Willis softcore one?
Yes, yeah, co-starring Bruce Willis's penis,
Yeah. Jane March.
Jane March.
Oh,
giant horse tooth, fucking hot chick.
you shut your fucking
Oh no,
mouth.
I'm into it. I'm into it. Yeah,
We know.
yeah.
Jane March is a beautiful, beautiful creature of God.
Yeah, no, that was a steamy erotic thriller.
Yeah.
Near Dark is what I was just.
Near Dark
Is that what we're
awesome.
talking about?
No, but that is an awesome movie.
Yeah. Quick and Dead.
Quick and the Dead is. We got to do that movie on the
Yeah.
show.
The one we're talking about is like mid 80s.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at the more recent stuff.
You know, he was illiterate when he first started making movies.
No shit.
Yeah, he couldn't even read scripts. I'm pretty sure he was illiterate when he was in Close Encounters
Damn.
and like Dog Day Afternoon he's in. He's actually the dude who shoots John Cazale.
All right.
At
Color
the
of
end of the
Night.
movie.
Color of Night was 90. Yeah, that tracks.
Hard Target. We did that one.
Hard Target. Yeah.
Yeah. Excessive Force. So I love that one.
He's the king in Super Mario Brothers. I
That's
forgot that.
right. Holy
Oh yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Alien 3, Bishop 2.
Stone
Stone
Cold.
Cold. Oh, The Pit and the Pendulum. That's another Stuart Gordon one.
He's in House 3.
Johnny Handsome. That's a great Walter Hill one.
Pumpkinhead. We did that on Big Dumb
We did
Monsters.
Oh yeah, Near Dark, Aliens,
Aliens. The best.
Savage
of the-
Dawn. That's it.
Yeah. Savage Dawn.
Because I think the bikers are named the Savages, aren't they?
Yeah. He was also in Aliens, the best of these Xenomorph movies.
No.
Moving on.
I wouldn't say that.
Look, no, I
He's
would.
the only one who would.
Yeah, I will die on that
we
fucking
talked
hill.
about this at the Linda. during the horror movie discussion. Remember
That's
at the
right.
film festival?
Yeah.
My reason for saying it's not is because of the choppy, lazy way they introduce Paul Reiser's character. What's his name? He's the corporate stooge.
Yeah.
You know, because the beginning of the movie, we're introduced to like the whole story, and then it turns out to be a dream. And then like we go the rest of the whole movie having accepted that as the setup for the movie, but it was a fucking dream. Like Paul Reiser comes into her room, she tells him everything like that. We find out that she's been floating around in space, right?
Yeah.
And then like right at the end of it, her stomach starts popping open.
Yeah.
And then she wakes up, right? And then the rest of the movie is relying on us to believe that everything he told her in the dream was real, right? And it winds up being real in the context of the story.
Yeah.
But that's fucking like that's fucked up the way they introduced that. You know, like that shouldn't be in the dream.
Yeah.
You know, like the action.
Now I got to rewatch it.
Yeah.
The action in it is amazing. I'm not saying that, but that shouldn't be something that you see in a dream at the beginning of a movie. I mean, dreams suck anyway, unless it's like really abstract.
Yeah.
Yep.
If it's really abstract and it's just like it's artsy, it can be cool. You know, like in The Cell. You know,
I fucking hated that movie.
Oh, I love The Cell. Vincent D'Onofrio.
We saw that together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where like they're stuck in dreams, you know?
Yeah.
Or like Dreams with Dennis Quaid.
I haven't seen that in forever.
That kooky motherfucker.
The less weird Quaid.
Yeah, somehow
Barely.
became the less weird Quaid.
But he's still MAGA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. No, he became the more weird Quaid is what I meant to say. Yeah.
I don't know. Randy's got some weird shit going on these days.
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, look,
I think he's
fucking
just less public about it. You know?
yeah. I am still disappointed. I didn't get to interview him last year.
Dennis?
Randy.
Oh.
That would be a hell of an interview. I'm telling
Yeah, I
you.
was
There's
supposed
no
to.
way he doesn't do something batshit crazy.
Yeah, I was supposed to. and he
0%
couldn't make the show,
chance.
apparently.
0% chance that
hotel
man.
bill he hadn't paid or something.
It wasn't allowed.
How do they get a fucking elevator at this
Because
place?
it's Gilligan's Island, dude.
Yeah, they're making coconut.
They're
radios.
farming.
Yeah.
Like, first off,
Where are
how
they
is
getting
Merrick
the
not
meat?
right? But how is Merrick not like turn them into a fiefdom? You know,
Yeah.
Well,
taking
they do raid
90%.
the place in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, but
You know?
like they don't take everything.
Well, they try to, but now they have the white savior. Ray
Oh, that's
Liotta,
true.
To
Yeah.
protect them, you know?
They have the Italian American savior
Yep.
to protect.
The white man saved them all.
I love that he goes after fucking Merrick, like he goes after the neighbor in Goodfellas at one point. He's- yeah, like he's yelling at him like he's on the ground, like
Yeah.
fucking. Oh Jesus!
And I mean, like the whole subplot about Ernie Hudson being there for years and years, working his ass off, trying to help everybody. Ray Liotta shows up, and 5 minutes later, he gets a spot on the boat off the island.
Yeah.
Ernie Hudson's awesome in this too.
Yeah, he's awesome in everything.
His story in the first Ghostbusters, I'm so sad they cut it.
What did they cut?
They cut everything about his backstory. He shows up in uniform in the original script. He's like Air Force, like colonel or something,
Really?
and he's like he's a scientist.
Was that when it was still written for Eddie Murphy?
Probably,
I
yeah.
It
know
might
they
have
cut
been.
a lot because it was supposed to be Eddie Murphy.
Oh, that
When
okay.
He didn't take the part. They just kind of cut the role down.
Yeah, that might be what it was.
Yeah.
But like that original character alone is just better.
Yeah. It makes more sense.
Like, yeah, he's literally just like a physicist from the Air Force, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes way more sense than the dude just walking in off the street. Like,
Yeah, like they needed an extra hand around the office. So they put an ad out.
yeah. Basically, yeah.
And he's like, whatever, I'll believe in whatever as long as I get a paycheck.
It's just a weaker story, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did think like they turned him into like the business, like the brains behind the business behind Ghostbusters, like in the later movies. You know?
Yeah.
This dude's another dude who's like the wormy, squirrely dude in every movie.
He's the town crier in Rome, the HBO show Rome.
Yes,
He looks like a town crier, though.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
He was in. Isn't he in Ace Ventura 2 also?
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right. Holy shit! I can see him in the safari shirt.
Yeah.
You know.
The white hat, the dome hat.
Bumblebee tuna.
I mean,
Your
it's
balls are showing.
all of these characters are just prison movie tropes.
Yeah.
You know, because there's a guy in prison, you know, he's like the inside, you know, there's always a young guy.
The kid.
Right, the kid,
Yeah.
they can see their innocence through his eyes, you know?
Thor, what's going on, man?
Like they can see their redemption through this young character, and he always dies. You know, like Tommy in Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
Sort of has to happen. Yeah.
Yeah, right, exactly.
The death of innocence.
Yep. God, he's so unlikable.
Sweater would probably be like $300 today from like
Oh,
fucking, you know, Land's End or something.
Yep.
But like, we get an explanation for why he is in this level 6 island penitentiary. A lot of these other people, we don't. Like,
Well, Kevin Dillon is one of the Lindbergh kidnappers.
yeah, well, effectively.
Basically. Yeah.
But like, why does he need to be here though? What did he do? Because he has to escape from 2 level 5 maximum security prisons before they send him here.
Yeah.
And threaten to kill the dude by gunpoint.
Yeah.
The warden.
Yeah.
That is the only way he gets sent here. What did the squirrely kid do?
Well, he said he was involved in some like major kidnapping. And then, but it's like implied it's kind of like the Lindbergh one. He's like, I was part of the, you know, the Spielberg kidnapping or something. And then he, Ray Liotta is like, oh, wow, you were part of that. So it must have been like a really famous thing.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Still, like, I don't know. You need to prove you're violent and escapey enough to end up here. And
Yeah.
that kid never tried to escape prison.
Maybe he did for all we know.
Maybe they put him here because he's Kevin Dillon. Can we just
Yeah.
all agree on that?
They
No
just-
one wants to hang out with Kevin Dillon.
Yeah.
So much so, we'll
Yeah.
send him to a more secure prison
Right. You know,
with
like
all the worst. They thought he would
all
get
the
eaten.
dudes from Entourage were like, yeah, you know, let's do it.
So we're sending him to the prison island, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is where I go to think.
Why?
Who has a place where they go to think?
I do that on the
Every
toilet.
place.
Yeah.
Right. Every place you go is a place to think. Fucking douche. We talked about this last week. He owns I don't know if he still does, but he co-owned a bar in Saratoga when I worked at the racetrack.
Kevin Dillon did?
Yeah, and it was right next to the track.
I bet that wasn't a good bar.
It was a bar that was just full of douchebags
Yep.
after the races closed down.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
the races are full of douchebags, let
Yeah.
me tell you. And as soon as the track would close, all these douchebags would go to his bar, and then they would be douchebags until dawn. You know,
I've got like a good at least 30-year streak of not going to the track going
Yeah.
right now. Yeah. I think I'm gonna keep that going.
it's a horrible place.
I've never been.
Really not missing
Yeah.
anything.
I used to fucking hate going there when I was a kid.
Yeah,
Because you know, obviously we weren't rich enough to fucking get into the nice part of the track. Like,
oh, it's expensive.
yeah.
You got to get a table on top of paying for the food at the table.
Yeah.
Like there's a table fee, which is like $75 when I worked there.
Jesus
And that was like
Christ.
15 years ago.
Yeah, you used to have to pay to sit down. I remember when
Yeah.
I was a kid, and like, you know, when we did pay to sit down, it was in like the bleachers that weren't covered.
Yeah.
So it was always fucking blazing hot.
Oh yeah.
You know, I was a kid, like, you know, cool, there's horses, but like the races are like one every hour.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
race is like 10 seconds long, and then you got to wait an hour till the next one.
Yeah.
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 It just doesn't seem interesting to me.
Yeah. Even like with the like added enticement of being an adult and being able to drink there, like I don't want.
Nah.
Yeah.
The liquor's overpriced.
Yeah. Exactly.
I can drink anywhere. Anywhere, god damn it. I don't have to go sit in the hot sun
Yeah.
and watch a horse hobble itself.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, yeah. Hopefully one of these don't get shot in front of me. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the place where they would bring the horses to kill them too.
Ooh.
Oof. Yeah. Like there was no like gentle treatment of them in the end.
Yeah.
They would
yeah.
bring them into the woods, put them on a tarp, and that was that. And they would put them down
Ooh.
on the ground in the woods. Yeah.
Way to bring the audience up. All right, everybody.
Well, if it gets people to not go to that fucking place, then that's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's got to be a dying art, right?
I don't
It
know.
makes a shit ton of money for Saratoga.
Yeah.
It's their whole economy.
Yeah.
I know, but like, I feel like it's got to be bottoming out.
It's still like a people thing, I
I
think.
guess.
Yeah.
I
People
guess.
come up here from like all kinds of rich, cunty,
It's
cities.
it's weird, and then like it's a place where you only get a mix of like super wealthy elites and degenerates.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, I used to hate going there when I was a kid.
The jockeys have a special toilet in their bathroom for throwing up.
Oh,
They have a bulimia toilet, and it's square. They have like like when you go into it,
so you can grab onto it, right?
so you can rest your arms on it while you throw up.
to make weight or something?
Yeah. That's exactly.
Oh my god.
Yeah. They have a serious bulimia problem in the jockey community. Like a lot of them die from kidney failure because they throw up before the races.
Baffling.
Yeah.
Baffling.
And they're tiny already.
Yeah.
They're like 5 feet tall.
That was one of my favorite jokes on The Simpsons. The one where like they get a racehorse and like Bart's the jockey, and like all the jockeys are like conspiring against them, and like at the end like Homer beats up a bunch of jockeys and they're just unconscious on the lawn, and he just goes to Bart. He goes, "Son, get me a trash bag." Just riding a trash bag full of jockeys.
If you go in the summertime to the Parting Glass, the bar in Saratoga, all the jockeys hang out there and get drunk. And it's so funny because they're all these tiny little guys.
Yeah. It's not bulimia. They're smelling. They're smelling horse shit all day.
I don't even mind the smell anymore.
Yeah, I actually don't mind it.
There's another Seinfeld reference too.
They treat those horses like shit too. Oh my god!
All right, let's look off the downer part of the.
It's like this gruel they make. It looks like pure oatmeal, but I guess it could be some kind of other gruel.
Gruel is an actual thing,
I know.
Yeah, it could be some kind of porridge.
It might actually be gruel. Gruel is the same thing as porridge.
Yeah. It could be like a poi. If they're like in an island somewhere, it could be poi, whatever the fuck that's made out of.
Oh my god, poi is so fucking disgusting.
I've never, but
yeah, I would say it actually is gruel.
Yeah.
Is it like just like a boiled mashed root with like nothing in it?
It's
basically
like is it like milk and milk and flour? That would be a bechamel, or is that a roux?
Bechamel.
It's
you
milk
add
and
cheese, and it becomes bechamel, right?
No, bechamel is just milk and flour.
Yeah. A roux is butter, well, fat and flour.
But yeah.
And salt and pepper, I think, in a bechamel, or just salt, maybe.
Yeah.
I think technically nutmeg.
Yes, I'm sorry, that's it. I knew there was some other spice in there because
I used to know all the mother sauces for a reason, but
I used to make bechamel
anymore.
I used to make fucking croque madames, which were fucking awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're easy to make. Fucking.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh,
TJ.
Biff Tannen. That's awesome.
Although to be fair, again, Biff Tannen is the bad driver on that.
There's a new Hot Wheels car of recent, like from the last year or two.
Yeah,
that's Biff Tannen's 55 car covered in horse shit.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I've been looking for it, and I haven't been able to find it. I've seen it online, but people want to charge you $20 for a fucking Matchbox car.
Yeah, no, thank you.
But every time I'm in a store that's got cars, I'll look to see if it's got the Biff Tannen shit car.
You remember the old, was it Hot Wheels or Matchbox? The ones where they were, if on impact, they had like a spring-loaded thing that would flip, so they look damaged. There's like 3 or 4 different panels on them. That like
Hot Wheels, right? They usually had the
those were so fucking
what was the
cool.
Off-brand Hot Wheels. There was Hot Wheels and
there was
Matchbox. Yeah.
And then I actually preferred. There was another brand called Majorette, and they were a French company. They still do make cars.
Didn't they make GoBots?
I don't know, but GoBots, I love GoBots.
Hey, GoBots predates Transformers.
And they were more affordable.
That's a real Oreo situation you got going on over there.
Hydrox. Yeah.
We remember the second one because it did it just slightly better.
Yeah.
Literally, just slightly.
Yeah, but GoBots were more affordable. If you were a little kid and you had a couple bucks from your allowance.
Get me like Woolworth.
Right. You go. I was just gonna say you go to Woolworth.
Yeah. My God.
Were next to
were you born 1936?
$3.99,
Fucking.
You go to the white section of Woolworths and get lunch and have a good day.
What was funny is you could get a GoBot for cheap, but the GI Joes were like $5.
Yeah,
at Woolworth, but they were $2.99 at Toys R Us.
remember the off-brand GI Joes Freedom Force?
Oh, wow.
I got a couple of those at like Pathmark and fucking Price Chopper when I was a kid. ShopRite. They would always break before your real GI Joes. Gundam was out before Transformers.
But Gundam and Transformers are not literally identical. GoBots and Transformers are literally Dante's Peak Volcano. I mean, it's just one came out slightly before, and the other one was slightly better.
We had this conversation in the last episode of Regrettable Reviews. Are you a Dante's Peak person or a Volcano person?
You know, at the time, I was a Dante's Peak person. As an adult, I'm a Volcano person.
I think that's pretty much where we landed too.
I've always been a Volcano person. I saw that one first, though.
See, I saw Dante's Peak first, and that was when I was running the theater. So I saw both of them anyway. But at the time, I was just a little sick of Tommy Lee Jones because he was in everything at the time. You know, and he's a great actor. Now I watch everything he's in like 10 times a fucking year. Yeah. You know, I love his old genre.
And yes, TJ, Caldor was too posh.
Caldor was so awesome. You could get a GI Joe for $2.99 in there. Caldor was good that way, you know.
Caldor was where I got the collected graphic novels, the first 4 of like the original Ninja Turtle comics.
Okay.
Yeah, it was reading those way before I should have.
It's a common theme amongst our childhoods.
Yeah, lack of supervision, lacks parental guidance. Woolworth's also where I got Castlevania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They sold video games at Woolworth? I don't even. Oh, yes, I do now. I remember where they were. Yep, I remember where they were.
So you're looking at No Escape here, and there's a thing on the side on IMDb: user lists, related lists. That
there's a prison movie list.
Prison movie list. Random movies I have vague memories of. Pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Pretty accurate.
Best of 94.
Starring Jack Traven.
That's the best part.
Yeah.
That's not a
real
name.
That's not a real name.
A Perfect World.
That's
That was a good movie, yeah. A lot of touching involved in these titles.
Mother, May I Sleep
Are
with
those
Danger?
Lifetime movies?
It seems like it. Drugstore Cowboy. That's like a well-known movie.
Yeah. A well-known movie that I've never seen.
The Bridges of Madison County, like another well-known movie.
Another one I've never seen.
But that's they have vague memories because they saw it once. And
I love Clint Eastwood action movies, but I really don't give a shit about seeing him hook up with Meryl Streep out in the country.
Yeah.
Or
Mission
anywhere.
Mars, I remember that one.
Yeah, Mission Mars was good.
Okay. That came out at the same time as Red Planet.
Yep.
The Dante's Peak Volcano.
That was another situation. Yeah.
There's like a series of those throughout history.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
And they're both like just kind of okay. You know?
Yeah.
Like Mission to Mars was Brian De Palma, who in adulthood I love his Giallo movies, man. His stylistic Hitchcockian slasher movies, erotica stuff.
Always love fucking Untouchables. That fucking movie is amazing.
There's like 2 categories of De Palma movies. There's his for hire stuff, and then there's his like weird psyche shit. You know, the stuff that came out of the back of his head.
The weird psychosexual stuff.
Right.
Rules of Attraction, another fucking awesome movie.
That's a great one. De Palma did the first Mission Impossible, which is probably the best one, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, all the other ones they're just stunt spectacles, you know?
I forget what comedian has a bit about 40 Days and 40 Nights.
I don't know what that movie is.
It's the one with Josh Hartnett. It's Matt Bronger who has the bit where Josh Hartnett has to give up sex for 40 days and 40 nights, like for part of a bet or something.
Okay.
And like, the preview, he was talking about how the preview was attached before Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. It's like a theater full of like fat alone dudes, like watching Josh Hartnett go, no sex for 40 days. It's going to be so hard. Fuck you.
For Lent, by the
For
way.
40
That's
years.
what it was. Yeah.
For Lent.
Yeah.
What? And then you'll find the girl of his dreams.
Idle Hands.
I liked Idle Hands.
I don't know. I didn't like it when I first saw it, and like I really haven't seen it. Like
It's an Evil Dead 2 ripoff.
kind of, yeah.
It's like they took that one sequence from Evil Dead 2 with the hand and tried to make it into a whole movie, you know? Although you do see Jessica Alba in like kind of a tight-fitting bikini of some sorts. That was another one I ran.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So it was like-
right. I do remember that.
Bowfinger's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Whose list are we looking at?
This was the movies
These
I
are the
have,
prison movies?
No,
movies I have vague memories of.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
it could have also been best of 94, but not all those were 94. So
The
Yeah.
memories can't be that vague if you remembered it enough to put it on a list, you know?
Prison. Who's on the prison list?
I assume this is got to be like good prison movies, right?
Nope.
You know what's a really fucking awesome prison movie is Brawl on Cell Block 97.
That is a
99.
fucking good movie. Yeah. I just saw that for the first time, like within the past year.
That movie is badass.
Yeah.
Have you seen that with Vince Vaughn?
No.
Oh my god, it is fucking bloody as hell.
Well, now I want to see
Vince
it.
Vaughn's like an ex-boxer or something, if I'm not mistaken, and like he gets sent to prison.
For drug trafficking.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he just gets into like a series of these brutal fucking fights.
Is he bald?
He is.
Yes.
He's got a big
Okay.
cross on the back of his head.
Yep. I've seen clips of one of the brawls.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
like before reels when there were just shorts going
Yeah.
on, you know. Cool Hand Luke is so far the only one I give a shit about.
That's a good movie.
Glenn looks good.
Lockdown. Nope. Mean Dog. Never heard of it.
Papillon.
I know. I never.
Papillon's good.
Yeah, I never saw it.
It's one of those movies that was supposedly based on a true story, but then when like the internet came around, it turned out that the guy was just full of shit.
Full of shit.
Yeah.
Short Eyes. Haven't we talked about
Oh
that?
boy, we've talked about Short Eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about a dude who gets out of prison because he was a child molester.
Yep. Down by Law. Tom Waits movie.
That was awesome. Animal Factory. Jake's in that.
Lock Up.
That one was a book by we've talked about this dude before.
The Animal Factory.
Yeah, it was a book by the guy who wrote No Be So Fierce. He was the technical advisor in Heat, and he was one of the guys in Reservoir Dogs
All right.
who gets killed right away.
Girl Interrupted is on the prison movie list.
Jesus.
They're locked up in the hospital.
Mental hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not prison.
What?
Turned out sexual assault behind bars.
That is
That's got
Danny
Trejo.
Trejo on the cover.
They're remaking Bloodsport, according to Thor.
Oh, I'm in.
Ugh.
I mean, really, it's every one of those kung fu movies has the same plot.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, Bloodsport and Kickboxer are the same.
Right. They're
fucking
the
movie.
same
Yeah.
fucking movie. Yeah.
We're still in the prison. We've stopped watching No Escape.
Bad Boys.
I think it's a case of like it's a good fucking movie. Like there's not much to like rag on it
Yeah.
about.
Right. I want to, but it's 2 hours.
Kevin
It doesn't need
Dillon.
to be 2 hours.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. That's the only thing I can really say is like I didn't like it. It was 2 hours long.
Yeah.
We're 52 minutes into it. Holy shit, we've been talking that long.
The scars look like old timey movie scars. Him and Merrick both have a scar next to their eye with lines going through it sideways.
Yeah, on opposing sides.
Yeah. Ray Liotta really got a nice room, didn't he?
Like this place would be kind of nice to stay at
Yeah.
if it wasn't for the.
Why would you
prison
want to
aspect.
escape?
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
there's no escape.
yeah.
So I mean,
But why try? That seems awesome. And other than being cannibals, they have a whole hotel resort.
Yeah. Like except for the occasional raid, like this would be awesome.
Yeah.
they're essentially Palestine, right?
Yeah.
They
Oh,
have the
no.
land by the water, you know. Come on. You thought
Oh
about
no.
it. You thought about it.
Oh man.
He's right. Oh.
Didn't Martin Campbell make the Green Lantern
He
movie? Yeah.
And that's kind of entertaining.
It's a movie he made.
You know what? I don't think the setup is very good, but once it gets to the Green Lantern shit, I love it. All the fucking the Lantern Corps, all the I thought it was all right. It was all right.
See, you said Green Lantern, but in my head I heard Green Mile. And so then he said it was all right, and I was like, well, that's rude. And then you're like, and I was like, we're talking about different movies.
Yeah. I didn't think Ryan Reynolds should have been Green Lantern.
No,
he was poorly cast, but I thought the effects in it were really cool as a Green Lantern fan.
It wasn't horrible.
Mark Strong, he's always a competent villain.
Yeah, that's true.
And what's his name there? The Skarsgård.
I didn't like.
Yeah, I thought he was a little goofy.
He's been in a lot of stuff recently. He was in that movie, The Bride, the one that Maggie Gyllenhaal just made.
Yeah, I want to check that out.
Every time I was about to start liking it, it would take a weird fucking turn.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what the fuck? Somebody's got to make those little fucking helmets with the shells.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck would those shells do other than get driven into your skull if you were hit in the head?
I think if you're on an island like this, you just kind of do shit because you're bored.
I guess.
Bugles. I mean, maybe they're
No, they would have eaten bugles.
Yeah.
Fuck the seashell helmets. They have goddamn crossbows.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Where the fuck did they come from? You telling me they washed up on shore?
And rocket launchers.
Yeah.
And,
And samurai suits here. Wicker samurai suits.
Yeah, how wildly offensive is the fact they make these samurai suits for the one Asian bodyguard.
Well, no.
And the fat gay man.
The fat guy's got it too. Yeah.
I was about to do my impression of Michael Clark Duncan as a Green Lantern, but I thought maybe I should. Yeah. Maybe that's not the best idea right now. Oh, that meat was good.
Flat Earth, see?
Spicy.
It was right. Oh, that's a great model. See the tiny little model helicopters floating around.
Yeah. Typical 90s control room.
Yep.
And the VFX, I think, are the same as Jurassic Park zooming in on the
Oh,
island, too.
totally.
Like,
Yeah.
it's literally a
Same
cutscene.
thing, Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was all just leftover Jurassic Park shit.
Well, the shots of the island actually work.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be. Yeah, the computers. Yeah, why not?
That armor's straight up from fucking Hook.
Yeah,
Like the wicker armor that the kids wear.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Wicker armor, courtesy of Pier 1.
They got pretties on the island.
Hell yeah. One for my homie.
You put a bunch of prisoners on
that
an
is such a great
island.
shot.
Yeah, right in
did
the
they do
fucking
that?
mouth. I don't know. That's
It's
a
gotta
good
be
question.
dummy, obviously.
No, he was a guy. He was like doing a
You
real
watched
thing.
him. There was no cut.
He was like moving, and then maybe it was in reverse.
It could be in reverse. Yeah.
Where he just like spits it out.
Yeah. It's on like a string. And they
Yeah.
just pull it out.
Right, and then they pull it out. Yeah, but it was on fire too.
Could be a fire eater.
Yeah.
Used to that type of shit.
Oh, you know what? Too. This takes place in 2022. Ray
Mhm.
Liotta died in 2022.
Ah.
I guess there was no escape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sealed his own fate.
We gotta hydrate too, by the way.
Oh, well,
They
don't
got a
want to
lot of curtains, right? A lot of
Yeah.
lacy curtains.
Well, this is a fucking 5-star resort, man.
No,
Yeah.
no. They're on the part where they built this all out of wood and wicker.
Yeah. Wicker, lace. That's
They've
my
got
favorite
thatched
Stevie
roofs.
Nicks song.
Look at
They're filming the next season of White Lotus here, I'll have you know.
they had whole fabric, like sails from a sailboat
Yeah.
for the roof on one of those buildings.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
did that come from?
The marina.
Like thatch roofs, okay, but like that's where I
What-
draw the line.
What baffled me is the fact that they were all like shunned from a society that no longer has like any nature. Like the stuff we saw at the beginning, like they lived in a desert wasteland,
Yeah,
and they give all the prisoners this beautiful
lush
island.
Yes.
It's like a Blue Lagoon situation with lobsters the size of canoes.
Yeah, reference a Bill Hicks bit.
Yeah.
To be fair, we only see the rest of the planet when they're like on the transport to the prison.
Right. But if that's all we're going to see as the viewers,
I guess you could
know?
assume that's the whole planet. But my assumption is they're being sent to a place that has that. But still, this does seem like an upgrade.
right? Yeah.
Even if the rest of the planet is this.
Yeah. Look, if I kill somebody and they send me here, I'm kind of good with that.
Yeah. Awesome.
They could have also just like opened the door and kicked them out into the desert and been like, survive there, Mad Max.
Yeah.
And we all know that there's a girls' camp across the lake, right?
Right. Yeah. There's the cotillion.
They got to
next
do like
week.
a panty raid. Yeah.
Yep.
Somebody made a Meatballs 2 joke earlier, so that fits right in.
Like, yeah, oh fuck, I'll have to go to prison and wake up with a coconut drink in my hand. Every morning. Yeah. Sure, I'm drinking like Pruno that they made in the island toilet, but whatever, I'm drunk.
Yeah. And I mean, the bad guys in this are essentially the kids' camp. That's also
Oh my
across the
God,
lake
yes.
They're gonna have to defeat in the swimming match, or the rowing competition or something.
Yeah, the ski match.
Yeah.
That's a franchise or a style of movie that's completely gone too, right?
The 80s ski.
Gallia,
This is so A Bug's Life. These guys are the grasshoppers and they're the ants.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
But wasn't that just the Seven Samurai?
Yeah.
A Bug's Life?
Yeah.
Or I don't know if it was Seven Samurai, but it was definitely one of those Kurosawa
There was
movies.
multiple samurai involved. Yeah.
The Kurosawa, I make mad films.
No.
I actually don't make films.
Not here. No, we're not. No. We don't do that here.
What are we talking about?
But if I did, they'd have a samurai.
Ladies song.
Oh. They say Kurosawa in one of their songs.
Yeah.
Like Kurosawa, I make mad films. Okay, I don't make films, but if I did, they'd have a samurai.
Oh wow, I remember the samurai line. I didn't realize they were talking about Kurosawa in there.
Yeah.
Because his movies are actually really good.
Yeah.
Unlike the Bare Naked Ladies.
Unlike the Bare Naked Ladies, yeah.
Those are Grammy-winning artists.
Yeah, fuck them.
There's a lot of Grammy-winning artists.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, thank you.
And we all know that the best line from that song in actuality is, like Harrison Ford, I'm getting frantic. Like Sting, I'm tantric.
Like Snickers guaranteed to satisfy.
Man, I want Snickers right now.
In fact, I think that's the line literally before the Kurosawa thing.
Chocolate's so fucking expensive right now. It's crazy.
You see Reese's is getting like in a they're being called out by the grandson of HB Reese's.
Yeah, they're changing the formula back.
Yeah.
No shit.
So basically he's said that like it's a complete assault on his grandfather's legacy or great grandfather's legacy.
Yeah.
They changed out key ingredients and they're not legally required to mention those ingredients changes, but like he, I guess, did a deep investigation and was like, hey, you're using this instead of this. You're using this instead of this. That's why people don't like your food anymore. And you're using my fucking family name. So no.
Yeah, and he's like, listen, I didn't do any work my entire life. My grandfather made this formula, and God damn it, I want to be making money off of it.
Yeah. Don't you stop making me money.
You're fucking my royalties here. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
You're fucking up my day.
Yeah.
Put peanuts back in the peanut butter.
Yeah. Fucking you know what I also don't need? Variations on the fucking peanut butter cup.
Oh my god, there's like 50 of them now.
Yeah,
right?
no, just make fucking peanut butter cups.
One's with pretzels, one's with Oreos, one's with crunchy peanut butter.
I would argue that the initial variations are what was right, and that it's this worked, let's try other variations that's wrong. And that's true of all of them. Oreos has 1,000 flavors. Do you want them to get rid of peanut butter Oreos? No, you don't. Mint is even okay. But that's where we can draw the fuck line.
Yeah, I don't need
the only ones I like are the chocolate ones and the yellow ones and the gold.
The golden ones. I like the dark chocolate Oreos too. Those are fucking mwah.
Is the filling dark chocolate?
Everything's dark chocolate. The cookie and the filling. Yeah.
I could do that. I could fuck with that.
The Reese's with potato chips rock, according to
I've had those. Those are good. Yeah.
The Reese's with pretzels are good.
Yeah, like that basic stuff like that is
crunchy.
fine.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but then they like it's a fudge layer, and it's like it just leaks out of the.
It's already fucking chocolate.
But here's the thing: I can't get a goddamn Twix flavor in it.
Those were good, yeah.
I liked the peanut butter
Right.
Twix. Yes.
But now you can get a Twix with snickerdoodles,
Fuck that.
salted caramel.
Oh, I tried the
that.
salted caramel today.
Those
I
are
It's
kinda good.
fucking bad.
I kind of liked it.
I've eaten them all and they're all okay, but I just want the peanut butter one. You know, why did they got to get rid of the peanut butter one? They've done that twice to me
Yeah.
because they had.
I
it when
remember,
was a
yeah.
kid.
When they brought him back when we were like
Right.
maybe 19 or 20.
They
Yeah.
just brought them back. It was like yes, and then they disappeared again. It's like peanut butter is just too expensive.
Is there like a Mars vault similar to the Disney vault where they just like release it in times of emergency?
Oh, yeah. We're releasing the good Twix again.
You know the head of Twix when he was dying. His last words were Kurt Russell. You know
Adam
about that?
jelly to Reese's. That's when terrorists win. What's one of that?
I said his last words when he was dying. The head of Twix was Kurt Russell. Walt Disney's last words were Kurt Russell. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Why? Is
But
his
he
rose?
knows.
This
For
is
real,
his
nobody
rosebud
knows.
with less
He
explanation.
did
Yeah.
like child blood at the time. Like
He was found
Kurt
dead,
Russell.
and he had there was a piece of paper on his bed next to him when he died. And
Taman should.
the only thing written on it was Kurt Russell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Man,
Snake Plissken killed Walt.
I was gonna
Disney.
say, yeah. What if he murdered him, and all this time he's just trying to be like, I'm just a cool guy.
I'm a
Like,
cool dude. Yeah.
I mean, he murdered Walt Disney. He's still a pretty cool guy.
he did make Walt Disney a boatload of money. He did all those movies. Yeah, the kids
Those
movies.
old movies are great. Tennis shoes.
Oh yeah.
I think that's one where he gets like an invisibility serum. But the other one that he was into,
Shaggy Dog. I think he's in it.
Shaggy Dog.
Yeah.
I know Tommy Kirk was in a lot of those. Who was there like Golden Boy until they fired him because he was gay.
Damn.
Yeah, Disney was a kind of a shitheel.
Yeah. And apparently a Nazi sympathizer, from what I hear. But
Something like that, right?
Yeah.
You know, there's quite a few companies where the founder was or is.
yeah, still. Are, yeah.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
is.
There's a reason we don't have an X account.
But Jean-Claude with a mullet. God bless you.
Mhm.
I just know I'll watch that movie, whatever it was.
I don't even need to look
Hard
up
Target.
to know you're talking about Hard Target.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I just saw him up there. It's like
Jean-Claude in his natural state.
Lance was so great in that.
That was a great action movie.
they exist, but try without looking it up to name a JCVD movie where he doesn't do a full split.
No, it's like his signature movie.
It exists. I know it exists. It has to.
I mean, that's his whole gimmick, right?
That's his. It's clearly me, not a stunt actor or what, whatever. Like
Yeah.
I'm doing this. Look
I
at
am
me. I'm special.
Doing dance karate.
Yeah, I wouldn't even try to, because you would have to watch all his shitty movies. You know,
I would. I will do this.
And there's a lot more shitty ones than there are good ones.
Unfortunately.
So now we're gonna have to do a Van Damme movie next week, right? Our next episode.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Double team.
We already did that
we
one.
did?
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we did Double Impact.
Double Impact. Yeah.
Is it double
Oh,
impact?
Double Team. We did Double Team as well. The one with
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, that's
we
what
did
I'm
that
talking
one.
about. Where he
I was. Yeah,
dies.
he did 2 double movies.
Did
I
we
know.
do that, or did we do knockoff?
No, we did Double Team because it's Mickey Rourke, Dennis Rodman, and
Yeah.
and the whole thing with the tiger and the at the end in the Coliseum.
Yeah.
And the baby, yeah, we did a whole thing about that.
I would say let's do knockoff, but I don't want to watch a movie with Rob Schneider in it.
No,
Oh.
Rob Schneider. There's one called the Quest that he directed,
I remember that
and
when we were in high
he
school.
wears old man makeup in it. Roger Moore is in it. There's also
It's
we
like
could also do No Retreat, No Surrender.
I was gonna say it's like 1930s Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
Retreat, No Surrender. What is that one?
Oh my God, you don't remember that? The 80s karate movie. It was like the Karate Kid ripoff. It was on TV all the time. And this kid learns karate from the ghost of Bruce Lee.
Oh,
And Jean-Claude Van Damme is the Russian villain.
I love everything about
like
this.
that's like vaguely, yeah.
There's like a whole bunch of bad guys who are trying to like take over all the karate dojos in Seattle.
Oh my God.
And Jean-Claude Van Damme is their muscle. You don't remember this movie?
No.
Holy shit. It was on HBO every day when I was a kid. It was just as popular as Karate Kid.
No, I have like vague memories, but I know I've never seen it.
Yeah.
No
No Retreat, No
JCVD,
Surrender.
Thor recommended Time Cop.
Time Cop. We did Time Cop.
Did we?
We did Time Cop.
I like Time Cop.
Yep. I'm pretty sure we did Time Cop, didn't we? I thought we did Time Cop.
You gotta
I thought
keep a
we did it
spreadsheet.
recently too.
No, we haven't done a Van Damme movie in a while.
No.
We also have Death Warrant, Lionheart. Ooh, let's do Lionheart.
Lionheart. That's essentially blood sport and also kickboxer as well.
Yeah,
Just in the US and in pools.
Yeah, he fights a guy in a pool.
Yeah.
And with what's his name? Isn't it the landlord from Coming to America?
Yeah, Frankie
Faison.
Muniz.
Frankie Faison, yeah.
And Frankie Muniz. Yeah, let's do Lionheart.
Yeah, that's cool. He fights the guy in the kilt, I think.
Lionheart was Pit Fighter, and the Quest was Mortal Kombat.
Pit Fighter is a better game than Mortal Kombat.
I wouldn't go that far.
I don't know if I've ever played Pit Fighter.
It was Mortal Kombat,
It was like an Atari fighting game that was like kind of photorealistic.
Oh, okay.
just like Mortal Kombat. It was like they captured the
Yeah,
characters.
yeah, it was like mocap, and it was like an underground like fighting thing. So there's like people like standing next to you, like if you got too close to the crowd, they would like grab you or like hit you with
Yeah.
something. Yeah,
It's kind of neat.
yeah,
Sometimes a fighter would just drop in
yeah,
because you were in a pit.
yeah. Oh Jesus.
All right, that's a gimmick I could get behind.
Excuse me.
If we did video games, there was an arcade game from the 90s we would have to review. I don't know if anybody remembers it. Do you remember Lucky and Wild?
Is that the one with the video and you're a cowboy?
No, that was Mad Dog McCree.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they and at Cross Skates. It was like a quick draw game.
Yeah.
And you get into it was like a video fucking like quick draw thing with a light
Yeah.
gun.
Clips of actual actors.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
No. What did I say the name was?
You said quick draw and
Lucky and Wild.
Wild.
It was Pit Fighter is awful. Thank you, Thor. Lucky and Wild was basically Lethal Weapon. There was like a Riggs and a fucking Murtaugh.
Mm-hmm.
One person drove, and the other person had the gun.
Oh, okay. I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. I think the driver had a gun too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun game. It was a pistol,
Yeah.
and it was attached to the.
Yeah. You were in a car chase, like you were
Right.
shooting at the car in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like a sit-down game too.
Yeah. Another fun cop game. This one was from the '80s. Was APB.
I fucking loved that game.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Except it predates me.
yeah, no, it was like the original Grand Theft Auto view, the overhead view of like cars, similar
You were a
graphics.
police car.
You were a police officer and you had to like, apprehend you can pull people over.
Yeah.
Like
Like you would drive, and then when you saw the criminal you had to arrest, you'd push a button, and there was a siren. You turn on the siren.
yeah, you had to hit the siren and like you would get a target and you would have to
Yeah.
keep the target on the car like for a amount of time to pull them over.
Right. If you didn't pull them over, then you didn't. Then it was game over.
Oh, Thor has all these. Time Crisis. I won a Time Crisis tournament
Oh wow!
in 1997.
I had the PS1 Time Crisis.
Yeah, it was when we lived in an apartment in Schenectady.
Yeah.
1988 Gamer of the Year.
Yeah,
Not that it's important, whatever.
and I'm pretty sure they brought in a ringer to
Yeah.
take me out in the bigger tournament
Nah.
because I won like a qualifier to go to a bigger one. And the dude I beat was a dude we went to high school with,
Uh-huh.
who I think knocked up somebody we know. That's an off conversation.
all right.
Yeah. And fucking he was like he was like in with the arcade people,
Uh-huh.
and like they were just expecting him to win. Like nobody knew who the fuck I was,
Right.
and I cleaned his fucking clock.
Uh,
And the next week, I remember I had to go back for the bigger tournament, and I show up, and my opponent is like an 8-year-old child,
oh my god!
and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking lose. I know I'm gonna fucking lose.
They got Simple Simon.
Yeah, this is before autism.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, fucking.
not that that would disqualify him. Hold on.
No, it didn't. It was his
Yeah.
fucking superpower.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like this kid was hitting like he might have been like hitting behind the back fucking shots, like eyes closed. Like, yeah, I got my ass beat.
Yeah.
Oh,
This movie's still going.
this movie,
Yeah.
we're definitely not making it to the end of this.
Well, there's
movie.
a lot of talking in it.
Yeah.
You know.
And again, just drop it. Just bring it down to just action.
Yeah.
Cut out some of the
Distill it
dramatic
down.
buildup.
Well, it's because he was just in Goodfellas. You know, like if he hadn't been
Exactly.
a serious actor in a serious movie, this would have been all just like B-movie action.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, oh
You
fuck,
know?
we gotta like legitimize this movie now.
Right.
If
Like,
this movie was made 3 or 4 years earlier,
Yeah.
what would that have done?
This would have been like 88 minutes. Fucking
yeah, he probably had a say in the script. He was probably like, listen, I want more scenes where I'm crying and stuff, you know?
oh.
That fucking sweater is so bizarre.
It looks like an Irish cable knit sweater, like you'd pay extra money for
Yeah.
from Banana Republic.
Again, like I said, that'd be like $350 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're watching along with us, we keep forgetting to mention the time when we do this, but we're at 1 hour and 14 minutes right now on this movie. Yeah, no, that easily like $400
Yeah.
from fucking like what's a fucking upscale store? I don't even know.
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
fucking tunics would go for $100 from an
Yeah,
It's like an LL Bean sweater.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yo, seriously, every now and again, fucking white people get it right. I got a fucking LL Bean like travel bag this week to replace my old one.
Yeah.
Nice fucking.
Oh, yeah,
bag.
they're really nice stuff. It's,
Yeah.
it's just expensive.
Yeah, it cost me like $150. That's like
Yeah.
with a discount.
I go in there and look at shit all the time.
Yeah, no
You know?
joke. This fucking bag is nice.
Like, I want to be a fisherman only because I like going in there and looking at fly fisherman shit. I don't
No idea what
actually-
fly fishing is, but I want to do it.
Yeah, it's just, they got kayaks in there, they got camping shit. I love all that stuff.
Yeah. No, yeah, this bag is fucking giant. I could put a goddamn body in this bag. It's so
I've
huge.
watched shoes in there. It is really good quality stuff.
It's all like lifetime guaranteed too.
Yeah.
Fucking yeah.
pocket knives.
Not a sponsor.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
a spot. But hey,
Could be.
if you want to throw us some cash, yeah.
Or bags.
Yeah. Or I'll take more bags. It had like a foldable like frame that you can like pull out to make the bag like more like solid
Mhm.
instead of like when
Sounds like a gear bag to me.
dude, it was super fucking nice.
They used to have really nice watches. You can get watches in there still, but they're
Yeah.
as good as they used to be.
I mean, it's got C-Mart monogrammed on the side of it. Like,
Nice.
yeah.
They even have cool pet shit.
Do they really?
Yeah, you can get like a whole bunch of stuff for your dog.
Oh, buddy, did you hear that? He's not there.
He's gone.
He's out. He is
dog bowls,
high out of his mind right now. He had a
Leashes.
doctor appointment today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Nobody
so
does that when I have a doctor's appointment.
Yeah, we need to dope him up.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Gets a lot of anxiety.
yeah. Although he was a really good boy today, I will say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unforgettable. They were just showing the commercial on his IMDb page. That was a pretty good one.
Unforgettable.
Ray Liotta. It's like where there's a drug
Unforgettable.
that they have that like they suck it out of a person's brain after they die, right? And then they turn it into this drug
Adrenochrome.
where like whoever takes the shit they took out of the person's brain can experience like the last minute of their life.
Oh.
And like his wife has been murdered and he's accused of it.
Yeah.
And he's trying to solve the wife's murder. And he's also like this doctor that works with this chemical where you can like experience someone's last minute of life.
So there's an episode of Rick and Morty that is like an anthology episode with just like kind of different tales.
Mhm.
And in one of them, it is it's because it's a multiverse fucking concept. There's like a citadel of all the Ricks,
Mhm.
and they're making a product. It's like a drink or something, and it's basically like the last, like the happiest moment of like this person's life.
Mhm.
Like they're on this, like they're basically dead and like hooked up to this thing, and they're just sucking their brain dry, and they keep
Ugh.
doing like recurring commercials for it. It's called Simple Ricks.
Hmm.
It's yeah. Enjoy the taste of your own completion. Simple Ricks. Yeah, it's fucking
What?
yeah. I'll leave it there.
That is not up my alley.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking funny.
You know, I know a guy whose mom used to date Ray Liotta.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Just out of nowhere. That was just, you know, that's it.
Throw that in
That's
there.
it,
Yeah.
yep.
Let's one last tie for this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been fucking going on for an hour and 20 minutes. Do we want to keep going? I'm having a fucking great time, or do we want to wrap this up?
Well, it's better to leave out on top.
Yeah.
All right. Go. We got a good audience. We got fucking ton of people watching tonight.
Yeah.
If you're a new viewer, we appreciate you tuning in. We'll throw some plugs out and then we'll get the fuck out of here.
Mostly butt.
Yeah.
Plugs.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, got it. Yeah. It took a minute. Tomorrow you're gonna be
tomorrow.
yeah.
Only a day away.
The sun will come out.
Sun will come out tomorrow. Well, we're going to be at Adirondack Retro Nerd Fest. This is at Adirondack Community College up in Queensbury, the Glens Falls area. If you're around, stop down. It's a fucking cool little show. They got a bunch of like retro arcade and like pinball games set up. There was a live DJ last year. I hope they're doing that again.
Yeah.
With maybe the volume down a few hundred decibels. Yeah. That's tomorrow, April 4th. Thor, stop on by. It's a fun little show. It's not huge, but there's a lot of cool stuff, and there's, like I said, the retro stuff is really cool. 2 months away, June 5th through the 7th. I'm going to be at Indiana Comic-Con at Indianapolis, Indiana. Fucking cannot wait for that. Hopefully I should be finding out in the next week or two who I'll be talking with. I am doing a panel on fucking monster movies of all topics. Who'd have
Shocking.
Yeah. Oh Jesus, earning us to hydrate before I get out of here. Part of Tiger Woods Driving Academy.
Okay, just fucking move on. Move on.
But yeah, more to come on Indiana. I was looking yesterday. I was hoping they had like a cool like 4DX theater in Indianapolis, because I'm going to be there when the He-Man movie comes out.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Should, check out like they might have like some Kurt Vonnegut museum type stuff out there.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, he lived in Indianapolis for a while.
All right, because I'll have like a day to kill. I'll probably have to go grab my credentials and shit. But other than that, I have like all of Thursday to myself.
Yeah.
And then I've got some fucking dinner reservations that I'm hyped for. Then June 27th, we're going to be at the Dark Forest Oddities Expo. That is in Newburyport, Massachusetts. Let's try that again.
Mm-hmm.
Newburyport, Massachusetts. Just north of Boston. Come check us out there. We'll be selling our wares, selling ass if we really are desperate.
All right.
If
yeah,
in this economy,
yeah, we're guaranteed.
it's fiscally irresponsible not to sell your ass.
But we'll be there, of course, handing out stickers, having a good time. It's a cool little show as well. It sounds like it's going to be a lot bigger this year, which I'm hyped about. Can't wait for that. And then September 4th through 6th, I'm going to be at Tampa Bay Comic-Con. Let me stumble all over that. More to come on that one as well. I can almost guarantee you I'll be doing that monster panel at Tampa Bay. Yeah. But we'll let you know all about that. If you're in the area in Indianapolis or Tampa Bay or the bustling metropolis of Queensbury, stop on down. We appreciate it. That's all we got for plug. Anything to plug? Anything you want to throw out there?
Check out the Monkey Bone episode of This Get Made. We plugged that last time too.
Yeah,
that was a decent one, but I sing on that.
All right. And then we've got Regrettable Reviews. Our next episode is the
14th.
All right.
Right.
Art will be back. I'll be on that episode as well.
Yes, Mars Attacks.
Yeah. Thor, if you're still listening, we need you.
This is Thor.
Yep. You got all that, TJ.
He's been doing really good. I saw the like, share, and review or
Yes.
rate or whatever.
And maybe we got more stuff to come too. We I know we have yes, Thor. Get on that spreadsheet. Sign up for some fucking some Regrettable Reviews episodes. I know I was gonna say something and then way to go, Thor.
You stop looking down.
Yeah. We're done with the plugs.
Yeah.
Let's get the fuck out of here. We have no words of wisdom. We have no sign off. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah.
Suck it, Kevin Dillon.
No, you know what? You're not allowed to suck it, Kevin Dillon.
Those are our words of wisdom from now on.
Suck it, Kevin Dillon.
You're not allowed to suck it.
You're not allowed to suck it, Kevin Dillon.